Finally, we need to change the positions of some of the nodes. So I've actually added another node called chime, and I spared you listening to voiceover, going clack 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 clack. So what we'll do is change the position of the cricket node and the chime node.
Let add new line slash scene space slash create some data let scene self dot game view back new line load steps crickets ambient source dot loop ambient scene dot root node dot add child scene dot root node dot add child node chime source.
Okay, so I've added the chime.
Scene dot root node dot add child node ambient scene chimes right parent ECRUO tab S right parent tab.
Now I'm going to change the position of the cricket for it to go a bit forward and towards the right, so when we move, we're not going to just move away and the crickets immediately go towards the back of us, but we're going to be walking towards it. So cricket
image SCN audio source image SCN node cricket period
position
equals,
as you remember, SCN vector 3
cap S
vector 3
left parent
X
colon space
let's see, towards the right a bit, so let's say I'll put it at 10
period 0 space y space 0 space z colon
forward
space
about 10 meters, so minus
dash
10
period 0 right parent tab.
And then the chime a bit further even, but towards the left. So
chime period position equals cap S
SCN
left parent
X
colon
this time
space
towards the left, so minus
dash
5
period 0 space y space 0 space z space dash
minus 15
0 right parent new line cricket dot add audio player left parent SCN audio player left parent source colon ambient dot add right brace new line right brace ambient right parent.
So now this time
tab.
I'm going to put a chime add player
image void add audio player left parent last number number player colon selection replaced cap S
audio player
left parent image SCN audio player left parent source colon SCN audio source last number number C selection replaced C
source
right new line right brace chime dot add audio chime source right parent.
Okay, make sure you put another parent, because when you actually start instantiating an object inside an argument, which itself requires parents, then Xcode does not actually generate the parent outside the enclosing parent. So make sure that you're good with that.
Save.
I'm going to double check to see if there are any diagnostic errors. So usually it's vo left.
Yeah, let's dash game view. Diagnostic error. Diagnostic. Yeah, let's.
I got some diagnostic errors.
Right, new lock. Func renderer left parent.
But that's all right. We'll look at what's up.
Diagnostic error dash game view controller dot swift colon 61 use of unresolved identifier crickets.
Oh, crickets. All right, so
jump to line in game view controller dot swift ellipsis open game view controller dot scene ambient source dot is positional equals false scene dot root node dot add child node crickets S.
Oh, it's cricket.
Save. Yeah, let's dash diagnostic error dash game view controller dot swift colon 81 use of unresolved identifier the event.
Okay, so this diagnostic error is because I've started to prepare some code for the walking. Now we'll go to the override function for key down.
See cricket chime new lock crick ambient dot chime right new time new line right brace new line func render s new lock right brace new lock override func key down left parent with event colon and s event right parent left brace.
Okay, so with event,
if let move equals direction left parent raw value colon the event dot key code right parent left brace.
So here,
or if let move equals direction left parent raw value colon,
I call it move, which is the enum direction, and then I need to get the key code for the actual movement. So here,
left key code the event.
This is the event. So
override func key down left parent with event colon
with
and s event override func key down left parent w I t h space e v e n t colon
there event.
If let move equal left key code right the event
so
selection replaced
event.
Image and s event period
and then
period dot key code selection deleted event
I'll
period
find the key code
image uint16
there.
Key code
uint16, which is the key code
right parent.
All right, if it has taken it, if it has been able to instantiate, so the move, which is the key code, and I set the key code as the argument for instantiating the move, and the move will know what key code event to bring back.
Direction equals float to left parent 0
So now I have direction, which is the variable at the beginning, which is 0.
Direction, space, equal, space, F. Float 2.
And this is a float 2.
Left parent, 0, period, 0, right parent, 0, space, 0, 0, period, 0, 0, right parent, space, plus.
And so I start with a 0 factor.
Space, D, direction.
And then
period, vector.
And direction dot vector, which is the variable that checks what direction we're in, and then changes the direction of the either x or z coordinate accordingly.
New line, new return to right brace.
And then it returns true.
Return if left move equals or override function down left parent with event colon and s event right parent left brace.
It does not need to return.
If left direction return true. Return tab. Return true. Selection loop direction equals float to save.
Okay, now I've saved it.
ID outlet. Diagnostic. ID outlet.
Okay, I'm out of errors now. This is good.
Save. If left new right brace. New SC func new line right brace.
Now I have a final thing to check, and that is once I've actually pressed the key, it does say, well, you know, the vector has changed in whatever direction it's going to go by a unit of 1. But then I need to do something with that once the renderer has updated, which is to actually move the position of the camera. Now, in this case, I would like to not just simplify things, but make things more efficient, so that in my properties, I want my camera node to actually be consistent within the class, which is the GameView controller, instead of calling it out each time from the scene's root node, because that's maybe 3-4 different computations extra each time I actually want to move forward. And asymptotically, or let's say over the aggregate amount, that takes a lot of computation and therefore power, and therefore it's quite useless. So what I'll do is I'll go back up to the awake from nip function. I'll close my functions.
Time interval right parent func render new line override func space add ID outlet weak var game space.
Okay. And in my properties, I'll call camera node.
Add ID outlet let chime source equals exclaim tab let see
camera node
equals tab s
node
let right parent add let camera node equals.
That means it's consistent there. I would have already created it, therefore I don't need to create it once I load the nib file.
Add space override func awake space unfold over super dot new line / let scene space / creates and add a camera to the scene.
There.
Space let camera node equals scn node left parent right parent.
So now
let camera node selection / camera node dot camera equals scn camera left parent right parent.
Okay, I've created
scene dot root node dot add child node camera node.
And now the camera node has been created.
ID outlet diagnostic error ID outlet
other errors here.
Diagnostic error dash GameView controller dot Swift 35 use of unresolved identifier snode.
Snode. Oh, wait a minute. What is that? Oh, probably
Cap / space let scene equal / new line super over space add ID outlet let camera node let chime let camera right scn node left cap s cap c cap n capo
Put an extra
scn node.
capital. So
Save scn node.
all right, this should be fine now.
ID outlet.
Okay, no more mistakes. Finally, I'll go to the renderer.
Create a new chime sort new func renderer left parent underline renderer colon scn scene renderer update at time colon.
Okay, update at time.
New line.
There's one more property I will need to create, is the interval for the steps, because right now the renderer basically checks at every time stamp, so that's very, very fast. So you know, like I can't actually walk around making 10,000 steps per second. So I would need a certain delay between each step time interval. I would say, let's say, when we walk normally, it would be about 0.8 seconds, right?
New line. Override func awake from the left parent right parent new line func renderer left parent underline renderer colon scn scene renderer update at time colon. Time interval right parent left brace func renderer new line tab.
So I'm going to create a variable called step interval.
Var s v step interval equals
time interval,
cap t,
which is a double.
Time interval selection replaced cap t. Left parent image time interval left parent right parent image left parent right parent dash greater void awake from the image time interval left parent bit pattern colon uint64 image time left parent time interval left parent selected selection space equals space l
colon time interval. So the variable steps interval,
Time
which is
interval.
a time interval,
Space equals
0,
0, period 8. Tab. New line.
This should be the right
Save.
kind of object.
Diagnostic list dash game.
Nope, all good.
Func renderer left parent.
Now,
Time interval right parent left brace right brace. Unfold method new line right brace new line. Time interval right left brace left brace tab. Save.
so this time what we want to do is get the current time. Okay, and this is called CA media current time. And what we'll do is we'll take the amount of the current time and then the complete amount of time minus the current time, and then compare it against the given time at the update.
Audio hijack.
Okay, so now I'm going to create another variable called the last interval, which is
Func new line var step interval called new line.
okay, var last
L.
interval
Last interval equals cap C.
CA current
T.
media time.
CA current media left right parent var last interval equals CA current media time left parent right parent.
So that's it. Basically captures the time it is at that specific moment, and that's in seconds.
Func renderer left parent underline time interval right parent left brace new line.
Okay, at this point, what I'm going to do is I'm going to check the current media time minus at the last interval, see if it's greater than the step interval. If it is, then create the sound. And then afterwards change the position of the actual camera to the position that you want. Okay, so if CA current media time
right parent space dash
minus
space L
last interval
greater
than, so step interval,
step interval left brace tab.
then at that point whatever happens though, the last interval is CA current media time, because you're always changing each time. Excuse me, I gotta get off because I got a phone call. All right, sorry about that, guys. You know, those kind of impetuous moments happen. So I was at a point.
Right new line. If CA current media time left parent right parent.
So I was saying, if the current media time minus the last interval is greater than the step interval, which is a time, then at that point,
new line.
The last interval changes to that current time, right? That makes sense, right? Okay.
Last interval equals cap C.
Current media time.
Right parent tab.
And because the threshold, let's say, of the interval has been passed, then I'm going to start putting a step.